Hello, this is John with Car Repairs Made Easy. We are doing a oil change on a 99 F250 with a 7.3 diesel, and we'll show you how to do that. And now we're going under the car to where we drain it and put the oil filter on.
Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the oil filter off right here. Mind you, this is a big diesel. It has a huge oil filter. Most vehicles are going to be pretty similar. So the filter size and the color, and because the brand will be different. But if they were installed correctly, you should be able to take them off by hand. So we got this one's pretty tight, but so we just spin it off, spin it a few turns, let the oil drain. It's going to run down the side of the filter, which is normal. That'll help eliminate some of your mess. And then when you do this, the oil pan should be real close to the oil filter, which is here. This is our drain plug. Be real careful to make sure you're on the oil pan and not the transmission pan, because some of those have a drain plug. You don't want to drain the transmission fluid and then not know it, and then put more oil in the engine, then it's overfilled, and that can cause problems. So what we're going to do, we've got our new filter here ready to go. We'll finish spinning this off. It's a little slippery, but that's how it is. You can see how black that oil is. We'll show you what the new oil should look like when we fill it. It'll be a whole lot more clear. This is pretty dirty. The filter removed. It's important to make sure that this flat flange here on the oil filter adapter, as you can see, there's no seal there. Sometimes the seal on the oil filter will stick there, and if you're not paying attention, you put the new filter on, you have two gaskets, it'll cause a leak. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get ready to put the new one on. It's important to put a little bit of oil on the filter, on the seal on the filter, so that when you tighten it down, it just slides and it doesn't roll or tear, because that could cause a leak too. So we'll just put this on. Don't force it. Once you get it lined up, it'll spin on real easy, just like that. Now once you get it on there, always install it by hand. Never use a wrench, any type of filter wrench. Just tighten it down. You want to get it snug, and then try to go. This one we're going to get as tight as we can, but typically you want to get it, once it gets tight, and you want to try to get it like another quarter turn maybe. But this one is going to take a little more because it's got a bigger seal. There we go. That should do it. Now that that's on, we'll clean that up when we're done here. We're going to drain the oil filter, or the oil pan. This particular vehicle, it's a 19 millimeter. Take it loose. Remember, when you take bolts loose, typically, or I'll say 99% of the time, the way to do it is lefty loosey, righty tighty. That's a good way to remember which way the bolt turns. Now this can make a mess, so you want to get back as far as you can. There we go. This vehicle takes almost 4 gallons of oil, so this is going to take a little while. So when this gets all drained out, we'll come back and install the plug and then fill it back up and show you how to check the level and make sure you're good. Okay, now that all of our oil is drained out, we're ready to reinstall our drain plug. Each car has a different style. This one actually has what looks like a brass or copper seal. Some of them will be metal and rubber, some will have an O-ring. Make sure that's installed, because that It's what prevents your leaks. Don't worry about the drips. That's essentially drained. I mean, you don't have a week to let the car drain to get every drop of oil out. That's normal. So we'll just start this up by hand. Get it as tight as we can by hand first. Then we're going to take our 19 millimeter, this on here, tighten it down. Tight, but not over tight. These are real easy to strip out. There we go, nice and snug. So now all we have to do is wipe off any oil that dripped on the pan, on the side of the filter, make everything clean. If you have brake parts cleaner, which you can get in a spray can, that works good to spray everything off. But we didn't make much of a mess, so we won't have to do that. We can just wipe it off with a rag. Okay, that's it for underneath the car. So next step, we're going to go up top. We're going to show you what the new oil looks like, and compared to the dirty oil, we're going to fill it up, show you how to measure the oil level, and that's it. Okay, now that we're done underneath the vehicle, what we wanted to do before we fill this thing up is show you the difference between what the oils look like. This is the dirty oil that we drained out of the vehicle. You can see how nasty and dark brown or almost black it is. And here's the new oil, almost completely clear. Mine just yellow paper, but it does have some color to it, but it should be essentially clear. So we just wanted you to see the difference between new oil and old oil. Okay, now we're ready to fill the vehicle with oil. So what you look for is the cap for the oil fill, which is this one here. It actually says engine oil on it, which makes it nice to find. But a lot of the newer vehicles, they don't say engine oil, they'll just have this icon. So it's a universal icon that they're using pretty much worldwide. So it would just more look like that. So you have to know what the symbol means. That's the way they're going. Then that way they can use the same cap here in the United States, so over in Europe, Japan, different countries, and they can just use the same one. It's a universal thing. So what we want to do is make sure you have a funnel so you don't make a mess. Put that in the fill tube, and we'll just pour it in. Now, we know that this vehicle takes 15 quarts of oil, almost 4 gallons. You always want to look in your owner's manual, and that will tell you exactly how much oil your vehicle takes. Make sure you look where it says with a filter change, because that makes a difference in how much oil you put in. If you don't happen to have your owner's manual, or you can't find it in there, when you call your auto parts store or wherever you're buying your oil and filter from, they can tell you how much oil you need. So you want to fill it, and usually you want to go 1 quart less than what the capacity is. Then you want to start the engine, let it run for about 10 seconds. That'll fill the oil filter up. Then shut it off, wait like 30 seconds, and then check your oil level. So this is going to take a little bit to fill this thing up. So we're going to fill this up, and once we get there, get all the oil in it, we'll show you how to check your level and make sure it's proper. Okay, now we've got all our oil in the vehicle. We've already started it, ran it for 10 seconds, shut it off, let it sit for roughly 30 seconds. Now we're going to check the oil level. So what you do is find the oil dipstick tube. This one's pretty easy. It says engine oil on it. That's pretty obvious. Just pull it out. Don't worry about what it reads at first. Just wipe it clean. Make sure the stick's clean. What we're looking for after we stick it again is the oil level to be somewhere between these hash marks here. As you can see, it might be upside down when we turn it over. Here it says add. If it's below that, your oil's a little bit low. If it's above this, then you have too much oil in, and then you'll have to just somehow drain a little bit out by pulling the drain plug out a little bit at a time. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this back in, check our oil level, pull it out, and there we are. As you can see, there's the top of our oil. So we're good to go. This is within operating range. Oil level's good. We're going to clean this thing up. Actually, you know what? What you want to do doesn't hurt. Do it twice, so you know you get a good reading. You don't get any oil off of the tube. We'll just do that to double check and make sure. And as you see, right in the same spot, which is right there by the end of my thumb. So this is done. We're going to button this thing up, get it back to our customer. Don't forget to put your oil fill cap back on. We left it off in case you needed to add a little bit more. Put it on, make sure it's nice and tight. This one clicks. We're done. It's another production from Car Repairs Made Easy. I'm Andy. We'll see you soon. Bye.
John, this is Andy. This is another production of CarRepairsMadeEasy.com. And please go to our website, CarRepairsMadeEasy.com, and you can see videos and forums and helpful hints and tips.
Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Cars Repaired Made Easy. Also like us on Facebook and share it with your friends. Thank you.
Thanks.